We want to chat for a minute. We have some stories to share with you, but we want to hear from you on your holiday cooking and hosting disasters.
Yeah.
Now, I've discovered, every year I'm reminded there are some Scrooges out there. And so let me just tell you, I'm using the word holiday to summarize 3 holidays.
Multiple holidays.
Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So if you're wound up about the word holiday, you can just sit down and relax. So
we're talking about multiple holidays, multiple days.
We know what Christmas is, Jesus' birthday. It's awesome. Thanksgiving, be thankful for it. New Year's, yay, New Year, God, thank you. All that stuff. So all that to say, we're looking for a holiday / cooking and hosting disaster.
Yes, I want to hear fails. Epic fails.
Fails are lots of fun. So we have our own to share. You can call or text, though, 440-546-2255. Call or text with your holiday hosting or cooking disaster.
Please.
Or fail, however you want to put it. Doesn't have to be the worst thing ever. It could be a little
No, it
one.
could be silly.
Yeah, we like all that stuff. 440-546-2255. 440-546-2255. Let's see, Lauren, you go first.
Okay. It's not a holiday because I don't typically cook on the holidays because we go to my parents' house or my in-laws' house.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But I'm going to give you a cooking fail.
Good.
One time, I don't know. Oh, it's all coming back to me as I start to tell it. I was trying to make dinner when we were freshly married.
Oh, yeah.
Like super fresh. And I don't know, it was like a broccoli rice bowl, chicken bowl, ranch chicken bowl. I don't know.
Did you feel pressure because it was early on and you're like, I want to make a nice meal?
No.
No, you were just doing your thing. Okay.
Yeah, I just have to eat. So it was like rice, broccoli, chicken. It was like a little broccoli ranch bowl. Okay. So you're supposed to cook the broccoli florets, bake them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I had the oven too hot, if our oven was just a hot oven. You know, sometimes they are a little bit warmer than usual, or if I put them in there too long. They were burnt to a crisp,
crunchy.
They were completely charred black.
Broccoli chips.
Yes. And our whole apartment stunk. It was
Did you
inedible.
serve them still?
No.
What did Eddie do?
They were crunchy broccoli crisps. They shriveled up. He just laughed.
Did you cry or laugh?
No, we just laughed.
You laughed together?
I was mad because then we had to order food or something because we had to eat, but it was pretty bad. And then another time, I followed the recipe to the T.
Of course.
Never not following the recipe to the T unless I make it a couple times and figure out how to do it. It was these barbecue chicken tostadas.
Ooh, fancy.
Should be easy. Just a tostada, not shell. What do you call it?
It's like a flat, hard shell.
You can call it a shell.
Shell. Shredded chicken with barbecue and maybe a mozzarella cheese of some kind. It was so disgusting. Eddie still talks about it to this day, and that was 8 years ago.
What did you do wrong? Do you know?
I don't know. It was bland. It was dry. It was so gross. And he just couldn't eat it. And he'll still talk about my barbecue chicken tostadas to this day.
Wow. We'll have to ask
I
him
still
about
have
those.
it on Pinterest, and I think about it sometimes should I try again?
You should give it another shot.
Should I try again?
You should try to redeem
now that
yourself.
I'm better at cooking? Yeah.
I think you should.
It's disgusting.
But have a backup and plan.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Ron.
Again, we want to hear your cooking or hosting for the holidays disasters. And even if you have an epic one that's outside of the holidays, that's fine too. 440-546-2255. Sweet Daria, you're a wonderful cook. I've had your key lime pie.
Well,
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it changed my life. I didn't know
Hand
people could
squeezed.
make those.
And squeeze limes.
Right. I thought it was just in bakeries where professionals. Nope. Daria can make one and it's delicious.
Well,
so
thank
how
you.
could you possibly fail?
Oh, boy. So when I was in high school, my family was hosting Thanksgiving. I was helping my mom in the kitchen. I was in charge of the mashed potatoes. And we're having a lot of people, so there's a lot of potatoes that I'm chopping and peeling and boiling. And so because I've got a lot, massive vat of potatoes in front of me, I need a lot of salt. There was way too much salt. I did not taste as I went. I just there's a lot of potatoes here. I'm just going to keep dumping salt. And it was bad. It was so bad. Fortunately, the Kroger, which was just a few miles away from the house, was open. So I drove to the Kroger, picked up another 10-pound bag of potatoes. And because we don't like to waste food in my house, we didn't start from scratch. We're just going to add potatoes to this already existing vat of potatoes.
That was your solution?
That was our solution. I don't think my mom wanted me to start over. Just add some more potatoes. It'll balance out. 10 pounds of potatoes later to this already existing vat of potatoes, it did not balance out.
Oh, no.
It was still...
But you had like 15 pounds of potatoes then.
Probably. It was still so salty.
Did you serve it?
Yeah, my job after that was stand by the door, greet the guests, tell them as they walk in, do not put salt on the potatoes.
I would just be like, no potatoes.
I like your
No
mom's
potatoes?
solution, though. Yeah, it's like, oh, we'll just add more potatoes.
Oh my gosh, that stuff makes me so mad. I would have been just in a blind rage.
I mean, it was a good solution, I thought.
Oh my gosh, we got a text that says, Thanksgiving a couple years ago, I hosted Thanksgiving for the first time. I decided to try and make apple pie.
Good
I
move.
added 1 tablespoon of salt instead of 1 teaspoon of salt. We didn't find out until after we baked the pie. My dad took the first piece. He was kind and said it was a tad salty. We had to throw it away. I'm trying again this year. Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
Good.
I don't think getting the critique, it's a tad salty to an apple pie
Tad
is
salty.
not quite what you're looking for.
Right.
It's a tad salty.
A tablespoon, a teaspoon. It's an easy mistake when you're a new
my
cook.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh. Oh.
That's pretty good.
I always check. Is that a teaspoon or a tablespoon? I like freak out about it. We got another text. As a newlywed, I volunteered to do the turkey.
Of course.
Everything seemed to be going well until we started to pull the dressing out of the center of the turkey. Towards the back, I started pulling out something that looked like paper, and it was. I had no idea there was a bag of giblets in the center cavity of the turkey. It was not my finest hour.
Oh.
Well, you know, nobody can know all of that.
Oh, that is so funny.
I laughed so hard at years ago in America's Funniest Home Videos. There was some dude that walked over to the table to set down the turkey and tripped, and it flew out the window.
Oh, no.
I mean, those things happen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ever tell you about? I think I told you about Kathleen Zion, our good friend, former co-host of the show. She was having dinner with her parents. I think it was a holiday. Have I told you this?
I don't know. You have to tell the story, Brian.
And she,
Why does he do that to me?
her mom, she was worried about upsetting her mother. So she gets her plate full and she grabs the container. She loves olive oil, grabs the little thing of olive oil, and she started putting olive oil all over her rice because she loves that. And starts eating the rice and is going like, oh no, this tastes like dish soap. But I don't want to say anything because I don't want to hurt my mom's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
She eats like 3/4 of the rice.
Good girl.
And then she says something like, oh, there's something wrong with
Yeah.
the rice.
Is there a special flavor of this oil?
Turns out her mom was being fancy. Cindy Farini was fancy.
Mm-hmm.
And she used an olive oil container for the soap.
Yeah.
So literally Kathleen doused her rice with soap.
And ate
And then ate like 3/4 of it because she didn't want to offend her mom. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go now to Bob. Hey, Bob, what's your cooking/Thanksgiving fail? Bob, tell us about it.
Sure. It's about my father-in-law, who very smart guy, CPA, chief financial officer. And my mother-in-law was going away one night, and she left him a TV dinner.
Oh.
And so he reads the directions and preheat the oven to 400 or whatever it is, and insert the TV dinner for 25 minutes. And he did that, and she comes home and she's, hey, how was dinner? And he's like, hey, it was not too good. It was cold, wasn't done. And what he had done is he just preheated the oven to 425. Then he turned it off, stuck the TV dinner in.
Mm-hmm.
Follow the directions to a T, and
Yeah.
Yes.
they don't tell you to leave it on.
Oh, that's great. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate the call. Yeah, people make those kind of mistakes. So, when Sarah was first learning to cook, I didn't cook until recently, but there was she had a pan where she was heating up oil and it started on fire. Very scary.
Oh, yeah.
So her solution was to grab it, run across the house, and throw it out in the front lawn.
Did she make it through the house?
She did, but there was a huge burn mark on the back of our new couch.
The exact same thing happened to my dad.
Really?
My mom left a pan on the stove and dad was taking a nap on the couch. Mom forgot about the pan, apparently. He wakes up and he sees the pan on fire. So he's like, got to get this out of the house. So he picks it up, runs across the house, and then the chair catches on fire. And we probably gets it out of the house. Chair's on fire. Somehow they got the chair out because we had that chair until I was in late high school.
Your dad.
He's a pyromaniac. There was another time our tree got TP'd and his solution was to burn the toilet paper out.
Oh, no.
No.
And the toilet paper fell across the fence on fire and burned a hole through the neighbor's trampoline.
When we were helping you and Jimmy move a number of months ago, your dad had these cool gloves to help not have his hands hurt.
Yeah.
He lost them in the first 5 minutes.
Yes, he did.
Lost the gloves. They were gone. And your house was packed up. There was nothing in the house. We're having a blast here. Lauren's crying from laughing as we talk about our holiday cooking and hosting disasters. For the Scrooges out there, we're saying holiday because we don't have to just stick to Thanksgiving. You can say Christmas as well.
Yes.
That's how you summarize holiday. Multiple holidays. Okay, we've got a bunch that have been texted in, but you can text or call right now with your holiday cooking or hosting disasters, 440-546-2255.
Last year, we hosted Thanksgiving for about 20 people. Wanting the house to look nice, we planned to get all of the interior doors painted dark gray.
Oh, good idea. Okay.
The painters fell behind and couldn't deliver the doors in time. So we didn't have any interior doors. We didn't have a bathroom door for 20 people.
Oh, no.
To solve the problem, we hung a sheet.
Yeah.
But the only sheets we had available were Star Wars sheets.
Yep.
The Star Wars sheets don't muffle the sound. It was a Thanksgiving to remember.
Yes.
Oh, that is so wild. Can you imagine the horror? The painter's like, sorry, can't get those back to you. Brutal.
Not even one.
Gosh. And we also have a theme here with pumpkin pies or pumpkin stuff.
Okay.
After dinner, we sat down again for dessert, and it suddenly dawned on me that I had forgotten to add sugar to the pumpkin pie filling before baking. I took it back to the kitchen, scooped the goop into a bowl, added the sugar, mixed it, and refilled the crust. The ugliest pie, but it was yummy.
Oh, that's a
good.
great solution, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, just mix it back in, then flop it back in.
Yeah.
And then another pumpkin fail. Every year, my cousin and my sisters and I all make about 40 pumpkin rolls all together, and we were tasked with the mix to the dry ingredients and the mix to the wet ingredients to my sister, who's the biggest baker. She said that sugar doesn't go in the wet ingredients, but she never added it. She thought that the other people on the other team added the sugar to the dry mix. With pumpkin rolls, we didn't realize till 8 or 10 batches later that they had no sugar.
Oh, no.
Gross.
Yeah, and pumpkin without sugar is not...
It's not pleasant.
It's not. It's pretty harsh. It's a little bit of a harsh flavor.
Yeah, the sugar is supposed to hide the pumpkin part.
Yes, exactly. My epic Thanksgiving fail was when my daughter was 2 years old. She came down with the stomach flu. We had had 15 guests in town, and the strain of the stomach flu was super contagious, and within 24 hours, everybody got sick. So few people made it to Thanksgiving table and had to sit and listen to everybody in the bathrooms behind them. Many of my family can't eat turkey to this day.
Oh, boy. All right. Let's jump to the phones here. Again, 440-546-2255. Linda, what's your story?
Hi. So this was about 30 years ago. I had my first apartment, my first job, and I was hosting my entire family over. And I had to work, so I put my sister in charge. She put the turkey in the oven, and then later when I got home, my whole family was over. They were ready to eat, so I was pulling the turkey out, and the turkey was raw. And I didn't realize I had never baked in this oven because it was new, a new apartment. So I had taken the turkey down to it was a double, to the owner's microwave, and I kept microwaving the turkey.
Oh, no.
Cook it. And my family was like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, no, it's still cooking. It's fine." But I was so hot and sweaty that I had to turn down the heat and open the window, so I kept running up and down trying to cook this turkey. So later when my grandpa was leaving, he's like, "Next time I come over your house, I'm going to call the the gas company and tell him to turn on the heat because he was so cold. But he never told me. But I was running up and down the steps trying to cook this turkey. I don't even remember if the turkey ended up being cooked or not, but it was a disaster. So I've never hosted Thanksgiving again, and that was like 30 years ago.
And you tried so hard. Oh,
I did. It was my first Thanksgiving ever, and that was my last. I'm like, nope, not doing it. Done.
yeah. I'm pretty sure microwaving is not the recommended method for turkey. So I'm surprised you could fit it in there. How'd you fit it in there?
I don't know. I don't think it was a huge one. I don't even remember. It was so long ago, but I was like, this obviously didn't work. So
That's a great story, Linda. Thanks for the call, sister.
definitely.
God bless you.
Oh my gosh, we got a lot of funny ones here. Every holiday I make deviled eggs. Everyone loves them. They all say that mine are the best they've ever had. I boiled the eggs the night before. The next day I mixed everything up on and topped them off with paprika. I did 6 eggs and then noticed bugs in the paprika.
Oh no!
I didn't
How
know
does
bugs
that
liked
happen?
paprika.
Yeah, I would think that would be like a bug repellent. It's like crushed peppers or something, isn't it?
Ew.
Oh my gosh. The next one is there was a power failure from a snowstorm on Thanksgiving 1 hour into cooking the turkey.
Uh-oh.
We had to shovel the snow off the porch, brush the snow off the grill, carved enough slices off the turkey, and finished cooking the turkey on the grill.
Oh no!
That's a good move.
That's smart.
That is smart.
I mean, I think we would have just cried and gave up and had no turkey.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Our first Thanksgiving together, I put the turkey in the oven. 30 minutes later, we heard a loud crack. The dish had shattered.
Oh.
We had canned spaghetti for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, nothing you can do when the glass pan shatters. Oh, brutal. Okay, let's go to line 2. We've got Becca in Canton. Becca, what's your story?
Hi, I'm from Stowe. Thank you guys for your ministry. I so appreciate you guys having me on this morning. Quickly, we have a big family get-together, and during Christmas time, because my dad's birthday is the 24th, so we all have a big party to do a combined celebration. We had just held hands and prayed, and we're getting ready into our meal. My dad's first bite, he choked on prime rib.
Oh,
And,
no.
Oh, no.
Mind you, my dad's a firefighter, so he ran to an island and tried to do it on himself. My brother at the time, who was kind of bouncing in between jobs, ran over and was able to give him the Heimlich successfully. We all, very carefully picked through our plates. Nobody really ate after that.
Oh,
And
no.
we joke about it now, but now my brother is a firefighter also. So it kind of
Changed his life.
started his career. So anyway, yeah, we have not had prime rib since for any celebration.
I don't blame
we
you.
joke about it now.
Great story, Becca. Thanks so much for the call. I love that he
my
tried to give
gosh.
himself the Heimlich.
Right.
It's fine. I'm a firefighter.
None
I
of
got
you
it.
can help me. Anne says, we always hosted my husband's side of the family for Christmas. One year, we bought a tree that was too tall for our living room. It was already in the stand, so my husband just cut off the top. We had so much fun calling it our Christmas bush.
Hey, don't forget, subscribe to this channel so you never miss a new video. Like and subscribe. Slam the button. Whatever they tell you, just slam it. All right? Thanks.